Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, isa ka bang engineering student na nahihirapan mag-aral and lagi kang bumabagsak sa mga subject mo or laging mababa yung mga scores mo sa exam or nahihirapan ka mag-cope up sa mga subjects mo sa engineering. So, this video is for you. So, back when I was in college, so nahihirapan din ako sa mga subjects ko but I acquire yung mga techniques on how to manage my studies and of course how to pass my subjects. In this video, I will give you some tips and advice and then yung mga strategies na ginagawa ko before para ma-overcome ko or ma-pass ko yung mga subjects ko, i-share ko yun sa inyo in this video. So first, paano ba mag-study effectively? So first, para maintindihan natin yung process on how we study effectively, we must know how our memory works. So according sa isang Harvard University study, so may tatlong process on how our memory works. So first is yung encoding, second is yung storage, and third is yung retrieval or recall. So yung encoding, for example, sa engineering nakita mo yung isang equation or yung isang formula and then naintindihan mo kung paano gumagana or paano ginagamit yung formula. So that's already encoding kasi nakita mo and then naunawaan mo kung paano siya ginagawa or paano gumagana or paano nag-work yung formula. So it doesn't mean na fully na-understand mo na siya. So second process is yung storage. So doon mo na i-store yung nakita mo or yung naaral mong subject, for example. And then, yung storage, it can be classified as long-term memory or short-term memory. Kapag short-term memory, it could last for 30 seconds. Kapag long-term, it could last for days, months, and even years. So, for example, ako, meron akong natutunan during my grade 3 na hindi ko talaga siya makakalimutan yung meaning ng science. So, nung elementary kami, tinuruan kami kung ano yung meaning ng science. Sabi ng teacher namin, science daw is a systematized way of arriving at knowledge derived from observation, studies, and experimentation. So hanggang ngayon, memorize ko pa din siya. So yung third process on how our memory works is what you call the recall or retrieval. So ito guys yung critical process because ito na yung process in which we gather all the learnings or the information that we have learned, okay, based on what we are studying or what we are doing. So, ibig sabihin, since critical process siya, so dito papasok lahat ng strategy on how you can improve your retrieval or recall. So, ayan guys, no, alam na natin kung paano nag-work yung memory natin. So, let's go into the strategies on how we can improve our recall or how can we study effectively as an engineering student. So all of these are based on my experience. So if you have strategies na gusto nyo i-share, i-comment nyo lang guys sa video na to. So first na ginagawa kong technique is yung Feynman technique. So pinangalan siya kay Richard Feynman. So he is a physicist. So very sikat siya sa science community. And ang technique na to is meron siyang 4 processes. So yung first process is mag-study ka lang, no? So pick a subject or pick a topic na gusto mong aralin. So in this case, for example, yung mga subjects nyo sa engineering, for example, calculus, physics, chemistry, thermodynamics, and etc. So after you pick a topic, after you pick a subject na aralin mo, so aralin mo lang siya and then try to explain it to someone na hindi familiar dun sa topic. So try mo siyang i-explain in terms of simple words. So it's up to you, diskarte mo siya kung paano mo siyang ma-explain in simple words to someone na unfamiliar doon sa topic na inaaral mo. So try to explain it to someone na unfamiliar doon sa topic. And third step sa Feynman technique is identify mo ano yung gaps nung pagkaka-explain mo, ano yung mga kulang dun sa pagkaka-explain mo. So, yung fourth step naman is babalik ka na dun sa libro, ano ba yung in-explain ng libro, ano bang in-explain ng literature. And paulit-ulit mo lang siyang gagawin until master mo kung ano yung inaaral mo. So, teaching is very effective way of understanding a topic. Memorizing guys is different from understanding, no? So you can memorize a certain topic pero hindi mo, or a certain formula, pero iba yung naiintindihan mo talaga. Paano ginagamit yung formula and paano mo siya ma-apply. Ano ba yung mga parameters na applicable para ma-apply mo yung formula. So, understanding is very important. Second technique is you should always take notes. So, kapag may natutunan kang bago or may na formulate kang strategy on how you can attack a problem, isulat mo agad sa notebook. Paano mo ba siya ginawa? And then, paano mo ba sinolve yung problem using your own method or using your own steps, and arriving at the same answer as for example, meron kang reference na libro. So, meron kasi tayong kanya-kanyang technique on how we solve a certain problem. So, much better if you take down or in notes mo kung ano yung mga ginawa mo on how you solved the problem. So, very important siyang technique kasi para hindi mo lang siya makalimutan. Okay? Okay, that's your second tip, take notes. So, third tip ko sa inyo guys is focus on what you don't know and focus on what you know. So, hindi tayo pwede makampante na porket alam na natin yung isang topic, hindi natin siya aaralin. So, minsan kasi, dun pa tayo nag-careless sa mga bagay or sa mga specifics na master natin. So, minsan na careless talaga tayo. So, you should study everything. So, yung focus ng third tip is study everything. Pag-aralan mo yung mga hindi mo alam, pag-aralan mo pa rin yung mga alam mo. Okay? So, ayun. So, for example, doon naman sa mga hindi mo alam, minsan kapag sa-study tayo tapos hindi natin ma-solve, so, wag kang mag-consume ng too much time on solving that specific problem. So, try to ask from your friends kung paano ba nila na-solve yung problem. So, don't ask for answers. Ask for ano yung naging step nung pag-solve nila. And then, you can also ask your professor, yung mga instructors nyo, para makapag-guide din sila sa inyo on how you solve that problem. But if those options are not possible, you can always try to look sa internet kung may similar problems ba na same dun sa inaaral mo. Okay, so yung last tip ko, so this next tip, ito na actually yung last tip ko guys. So very important siya. So wag niyong i-deprive yung sarili niyo sa tulog. Okay, so you should always take some rest, and hindi po nakaka-proud na hindi tayo natutulog sa kakaaral kasi hindi rin siya effective. Parang machine lang yan, no? Na kapag hindi mo mini-maintenance, so lagi lang siyang umaandar, so hindi rin siya efficient. Okay? Ibig sabihin na you should always balance your study and of course, yung pagpapahinga. Hindi effective na nag-aaral tayo. For example, nag-aaral tayo for hanggang mag-umaga at tapos kinaumagahan, exam na. Matutulog ka na lang yan sa exam just in case na ganun yung ginawa mo. The bottom line is try to balance your time. Try to study efficiently para hindi ka nagagalaw sa oras kapag nag-aaral. And then para mapasa mo lahat ng subjects mo. I hope na yung mga strategy na shinare ko sa inyo ay makatulong, and I hope that you all pass your subjects and maging madali para sa inyo yung pag-aaral ng engineering. So, good luck guys, and see you on my next video. Thank you guys.